very first ones was Yemen, preventing the U.S. from doing anything in Yemen, because that's a campaign issue out there right now, even though most people have no idea what's going on. I'll just ask you real quick, Mr. Secretary, how much humanitarian aid has Iran provided to the Yemen crisis?
Zero.
Thank you. I think a lot of folks did not even know who Soleimani was, and then all of a sudden find out he's killed, and then they're outraged about it. But when all this discussion about not having the authority, then you're saying that we didn't have the authority to defend ourselves and operate against Iranian IED networks in Iraq in 07 and 08. So all that positive movement we made to defend our troops was totally illegal because Congress didn't authorize it. We killed the man responsible for these deaths. Mr. Secretary, let me ask you quickly, how many Americans have been killed and injured as a result of Mr. Soleimani?
Hundreds.
How many people around that region do you think are dead, including the Syria crisis, because of Mr. Soleimani?
Thousands from every faith, including thousands and thousands of Muslims.
So I think, my friends on the other side of the aisle say, well, we get it. He was a bad guy. Yeah, he was a bad guy. However, X, Y, Z, whatever the argument is. It's like saying Osama bin Laden was a bad guy. No, he was a demon. Mr. Soleimani also was a demon. This is a guy that traveled around arrogantly in the Middle East, bragging about the amount of people he killed, bragging about his ability to expand the Iranian empire and the methods that come along with that. 500,000 dead Syrians right now. By the way, Assad would not be in power if it was not for Iran. We look at the destabilization of Lebanon. We look at the innocent dead people in Yemen, at the Yemen conflict. That's not America and Saudi Arabia. That's because the Iranian regime overthrew the legitimate government of Yemen, parks weapons in the middle of populated territory so that when they are bombed, when they threaten airplanes, it kills civilians and they can parade the civilians out. That's the heartlessness of what we're talking about.